you up yet? Oh, lovely. You're awake. Good. I was beginning to wonder if I was going to starve. What do you mean, what do I mean? Look at me. Or, rather, look at my teeth. No, you stay. Be good. I've waited a long time for this. You can't just leave. You're a guest, and you haven't even stayed the night. What happened, you ask? Well, as I recall, you left your home in the dead of the night to uncover the noise you heard outside your bedroom. Was it a cat, or perhaps some strange bird that tried to pass through your window? No, it was a swift bash to the head it was. A good old-fashioned rock to the temple. Nothing too complicated. My instruments are getting repaired, and I'm out of, well, drugs. Or back in the day we called them sleeping potions. And then I quickly scooped you up and brought you here. My next meal. I do like to wait till they wake up, though, to be polite, so they know. You should be thankful. I could have sucked you dry and left you there, out in the rain, like a lot do. But look, you're comfortable in a nice handcrafted mahogany casket, mind you. Top notch if you ask me. And you're in a warm, dry home. Oh no, you can't move because you're tied up, love. Still a tad bit scrambled up there, aren't we? I like to make this easy for myself. Drinking from your unconscious body, wet and cold, lying on the grass. No, never. I like to enjoy myself. Which just so happens to benefit you, I suppose. No harm in a happy meal. So, I'm going to start now. I know, this is all happening so fast for you, and we've only just met. Forgive me, I'm not good at introductions, but I'm going to need to know where I'm going to be drinking from. Which means I'm going to bite you. I quite enjoy opening from the stomach, which I prefer to do on larger humans, which are most, because it's soft. But you're quite healthy, which is just as lovely. And last time I opened the lower back, which was interesting, but I don't think I'd do that again. And the thigh's a good spot too. You know what? Go ahead and laugh at me, but I think I'll be old-fashioned and open the neck. Would you like that? It's a good story for you. It's a classic vampire story. If I don't need all of you. Which I might. Good. This is scaring you more than I was expecting. Keep it up. Oh, did it hurt? You flinched more than I was expecting. I went in a tad bit strong, but I let you bleed out a little to get me worked up. It's more fun. And you get that heart pumping. I want to hear the rushing of your frightened veins and arteries. I love that sound. Faster and faster. Oh, yes, it's so red and thick. Oh, I'm so tired of this thin blood, all watered down by all these blasts and medications they hand out. It's so hard to find a good, rich, healthy drink. Oh, yes, I'm ready now. Relax your muscles and keep breathing. It's just a little pressure. just makes eternity worth it. Finding gems like you, that was very good. My fullest compliments. Definitely having a second round. Just let me catch my breath. I can't tell if you're pale out of fear or because you've already lost too much blood. If it's the latter, then I suppose we might be losing you tonight. You're toughing it out quite well, though, I'll give you that. I'll admit, I don't like it when they cry. Yeah, it's weak of me, but it's the only feeling I still vaguely remember from before I turned. I guess that's a stronger feeling, isn't it? Sadness. It lasts longer. My positive attitude. It's more of a nothingness than any actual positivity. I guess I'm just kind of, how would I put it, shut off? Or perhaps just letting it be as it's not really caring too much. However you would put it. Crazy, I guess. I'm crazy. Not sure how you found that positive, but I suppose it's a good thing to come off that way. I'm just floating through the days as they melt together, really. I've been doing this for centuries, you know. I don't think you realise I'm nearly 1,000. It's been 975 years. No, it's not sad. Not particularly. It's just long. It's very long. Your colour's coming back. I think you'll be alright for another round. You're not afraid anymore. Well, I don't like that. I think I share too much with you. No, don't start empathizing with me. You're wasting your time. There's nothing human about me anymore. I'm just an animated corpse with fragments of stale emotions. I don't care that you care. It's cute, but it amounts to nothing, and it does you no good. You can't manipulate me with compassion. Do you see my existence as sad? Is that it? That's so human of you. That's so incredibly human of you. You all view life and death and mortality the same. Everything is so precious and finite. Everything has to be appreciated and has some form of beauty tied to it because beauty isn't forever. But that's all physical. That's all you know is physical things. You talk about physical beauty and you think you know what non-physical beauty is, but it's so nondescript and such a throwaway term, and yet you don't even have a name for it. But you're so unaware of an initial, infinite beauty that's always changing. And I'm not even going to start. Goodness, this is not for you. This is for my colleagues. I couldn't convince you of the things I know. Make you immortal. That's hilarious. You're crazy. You're almost as crazy as me. You know, I asked too. Before I turned, when I was a slave, I wanted out immediately. I'm amazed he even did it. Like I said, sadness lasts longer. Pitied me, I guess. But he was a younger lad at the time. See? You decided that at the drop of a hat. You have no idea. You literally know nothing. I'll give you one thing. You worked up my appetite. And you look well enough to give me more. So, kindly turn your head again for me, love. You know what? I'm gonna let you go, instead of finishing you. Not because I'm a nice person, but because I want your heart to keep pumping out more for me. Like a little blood bank. And if you think of taking anything to thin out your blood and change this, I'm going to have to close my account and take everything. Do you understand? Good. Be good to me, and I'll be good to you. Let me get my syringe. I'll be classy this time. A quick shot, and you'll be awake in your bedroom. Like nothing happened. Until we meet again. Good night. Hello. I'll just invite myself in then. Oh, look at you. You thought that was a dream, didn't you? What happened last time? Just a bad dream? Or a good dream? You seemed almost content near the end. But perhaps you were just dizzy from blood loss. Are you up for getting dizzy again, though? I've missed you. And I like you a lot, you know. Having you means I can relax from hunting so often, my little blood bank. I've been looking forward to taking my first step into my savings. Well, it's been a while since I've seen the inside of a human home. So ugly. What's all this junk that you just have laying about? It's not even decor. All right, I won't touch it. Oof, I'd rather not. And such a small bed you have. I thought humans needed more space to roll around. Yes, I sleep in a beautiful 18th century coffin. And I sleep like the dead. So, may I? Have my dinner, stupid. I specifically held off just for you. So, last time I was at your throat, but this time I went to open your stomach. Lift up your shirt. Not bad, not bad. No, I love that flinch. I love how it's so sensitive. And you're being such a compliant blood bank. I'm honestly thrilled that this is working out so well for both of us. I'll just let it bleed a little longer. What? Don't tell me what to do. Let's get this over with. What happened to being my passive little treat? Who do you think you are? I'm going to take all the time in the world. And keep in mind, I can end this between us at any moment. I don't have to watch how much I drink. So keep that in mind. If you want to keep your life, you'd let me do this. You've got two options, and right now you've got the better option. So just shut up And bleed for me? Thank you. Alright. That's enough teasing for myself. Just be patient for me, please. Oh, you continue to impress me. I'm about tempted to go looking for your family members. No, don't worry, I won't do that. Too many people knowing about me in the same area can give away my existence. See, the trick is to either kill each victim or to have one or two blood banks so nobody believes them. No, you are the only one. Or are you? Oh, go ahead, take out your phone and film me. You know as well as I do that I don't show up on cameras. I know. Every time I choose to let a human encounter me, they do research on vampires, and I come back and they have all this information to throw at me like it's going to scare me away. I know what I am. And you know, it disheartens me that you're not accepting of our little relationship. At least not as much as I thought you were. Don't you like me? I'm the most fantastic thing that's ever going to happen in your short little life. Are you my slave? What a question. Well, in a way you are, and in a way you're not. You're not bound by contract, but regardless, I am a lawless creature. So think of it as a law of nature. You're being used in an almost classically romantic way. You should be in awe. Instead of asking stupid questions. I love that expression. You're bothered so easily. Humans are the most predictable, uninteresting, shallow creatures, and yet they never cease to entertain me. Oh, you're asking me to leave already. This is the nicest I've ever been to a human. You've caught me in an exceptionally playful mood. Although I've just been fed, so it's probably why. And I'm finding I quite enjoy irritating you. Well, if I'm not allowed to leave, then let's look at the rest of your little house then, shall we? Oh, absolutely atrocious. I'm assuming this is the modern design now. And I'll assume that pile of filthy laundry isn't part of it. I'm not judging you, I'm just sharing my thoughts and opinions. Your couch is dusty. Granted, I sleep in a coffin, but at least I keep it looking brand new. Come sit. How are you feeling? I'll be honest, I'm just waiting for your heart to catch up with what I took, because I need another hit before I go. Are you dizzy? Are you lying to me? Because I can say, you can't be dizzy forever. Well, let me check. Your pulse has slowed down. And you walked over here with no problems. I say we can go again. And I won't tease this time. Oh my, relax. You did so well the first time. You should know what to expect. And you should be expecting it the next time, and the next time, and the next time. Oh, lift your shirt up again, won't you? I promise. One more time and then I'll go. Full. Let me clean this up though. So, prepare yourself. I'll be back in a week's time. So, I will see you soon, little blood bank. Oh, you have a name, is that right? I would have never guessed. What is it? Oh, that's adorable. I will not be calling you that. Well, good night. I'll see you again soon. I thought you'd given up being out after dark. On account of what happened the first time we met. Who knows what dangerous killers are lurking in these woods? Ironically enough, I guess you'd be safe with me. Oh no, as a blood bank, you're slightly more important to me than other humans. Especially with the blood type you have. I wouldn't let anything happen to you. No, it's not that I care. It's because you're mine. Come walk with me. What is it about you that likes being in the dark? Oh yes, you do like being in the dark. Maybe you don't realise it, but I know a lot about you. And a lot more now than before I took you. I know all about the people in this place. The locals. You see, the thing about vampires is we know everything and are nowhere. You can't be invisible without knowing where you're going to be invisible. And I can tell you that you've seen me and met me countless times before. But children don't remember much once they grow up. Maybe it's time I explained a little bit more about why it's you that I like. I've been around you when you were a child, but you never knew me. You only once acknowledged me. You were about 3 years old. You lived at your parents' first house in the countryside outside of town. You'd already figured out how to open doors. But every night at 3 a.m, you woke up. It was an unknown habit to your parents. Because you were a very quiet child. No screaming. No talking. Just awake. And so you got out of bed, 3 a.m. on the dot, and you opened your door, and you left your room. And in those days, nobody locked their houses. Not in a quaint little town where everyone knows everyone. Easy days for me those were. And so you left. Into the bushes, where you played during the daytime. Not too far in, but I wasn't too far in either. And you saw me. And you pointed at me. And when I approached you, you then ran back. No crying, no screaming, nothing. But I could smell your blood. So, I ran after you. And I had you by your wrist. Only for a second. Because I couldn't have it. Despite the temptation. See, it's an unwritten rule to never harm a child. It makes you sick. I've only once seen a sick vampire that broke the rule. It's not a state of mind you want to be in for eternity. But it was close. So there's the explanation. I've been waiting for you to grow to the right age for a very long time. And that's why you are a blood bank. Because blood banks don't just happen at random. They are chosen. You've stopped walking. Are you upset? That's cute. It's not even the worst thing I've done to a person. I know you're thinking very hard about what I just revealed to you. But could you at least keep up? it's not just you. Almost everyone here has seen me in their childhood. You forget that I've been living here for centuries. I was here when this place was founded. I know the people, its history, its secrets. When your mother was a child, she ran into me in her parents' cornfield. She tried to approach me. Stupid girl. Oh, and your grandfather. He threw rocks at me and called me a witch when he was only 6 years old. Him and his friends. They ran into me under a bridge in the countryside. Kids were crawling all over the woods back in those days. It's nice and quiet in this generation. But whatever you think, you know about your family and your home and the people who live here, I am one step ahead. So now tell me, what is it about you that likes the dark? Well, tell me when you know, because I've always liked that about you. But with that being said, you know why I'm here. I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. And I like the way the shadows stripe across your throat. And you know I like to let it bleed. Have you told anyone about me? Yes, you did. I know you did. But they didn't believe you. Because they couldn't see the marks on your body. Nobody can. My bite is between us. Nobody else can see it. How do you think all those people die of mysterious causes? You look so lost in your thoughts. I love it. Keep thinking about it. And I'll have my supper. Now, would you like me to walk you home? Or should I go back to watching you from a distance? Distance it is. See you around. Hello again. Listen, I guess I kind of missed you too, in a strange way. I've been... Oh, fine, look, listen, I know I've been gone for a while. I know. Am I... feeding? Yes, I need to speak to you about that, but not here. I need you to follow me. Right now. No more questions. I can't say here. You need to follow me. Come on. Yes, out the window. You haven't lived until you've had to exit a house through a window. Come. We're going into the woods. Not a word until we get there. Understand? This is far, or close enough. Alright, so, as you know, I've been gone for a very long time. I'm going to explain why as best as I can before we run out of time. Do you know about the Whitemore Society? No. I don't know if I have the time to explain thoroughly. The Whitemore Society is, well, simply put, it's a society of vampire hunters. Or well, they don't really hunt vampires per se. They experiment on them. And out of all the societies out there against non-human entities, they would be the most unconventional and the most secretive in the world of humans. Every vampire who's any vampire should know about the Whitemore Society, or at least learn about them very quickly. Naturally, they have better success with fresh specimens than any of the more ancient strains like myself. But even I still make mistakes. The problem with being frozen in time is I'm slow to the changes of this fast-paced world. I'll admit. But the Whitemore Society is not. And the more vampires they can get their hands on, the more they learn things no mortal human should know. Well, they got me. About 2 months ago. And tortured me. I won't show you, but I was cut open to see how long I could last with an open wound. Their plan was to see if an elder strain could last longer than a younger one, which means I'd be like that for at least 60 years. It takes about 60 years for a younger strain from this century to die from an open wound. Oh, it's alright, I'm okay now. I've heard they do much worse than that. I'm lucky I still have my head on my neck. But as hellish as that would have been, it's how they got me that frightens me more. They are tampering with vampire genetics and conditioning methods. See, it was another vampire that took me down. They conditioned it to feed off other vampires. It's called blood conditioning, which isn't a new thing. It had a low success rate before, but science has come a long way since the 1700s, as you can imagine. And their experiments aren't medieval anymore. They've made progress. And you might think this is good for you and for humanity, to study and destroy vampires, perhaps to extinction. But think bigger. They don't want to wipe out vampires as an act of decency and heroism. They want to manipulate the DNA. They want to make a weapon. They could blend it with human DNA and with other creatures. They could make monsters. And trust me when I say there is so much they could and want to do, and it doesn't put protecting humanity as any kind of priority. They want to play God, essentially. Now, I'm no saint. I know what I am, but I believe in balance. A small population of vampires isn't doing much to the human population. I think it's just as natural as any other way to die. People have to die. You're not above a natural cycle. You're trying to be. Humanity is trying to be. But you're not. And neither am I. If a vampire hunter forces a stake into my heart one day, good riddance. But the Whitemore Society is eagerly, desperately trying to tip the balance in their favour. I'm not good, but I'm not bad either. And I know evil when I see it. And it's so much more complex than who kills who. And I wish there was something I could do. Well, no, there's nothing you can do. And that's what I hate the most, is I've told you all this and you won't live to tell anyone. I've been starved for 2 months. It's taking everything for me to stay composed around you. But that's what I really needed to tell you. 'Cause I brought you out here to kill you. I know. I could just kill any casual whoever. I can't. I tried. I'm craving you. I was addicted to you. Something about you. All your life, I was addicted to you before I even knew how you tasted. Somehow it was just in me. Something from my past that's just been lost in the blur of eternity. I don't know. But I also... I like you. I do. I enjoy your company. And despite what caused me to feel the way that I do and follow you around as a child, I also feel as if there is some kind of, I suppose, a bond between us. And that's why I didn't just do the deed when I came over to your place just now. That's why I'm taking the time to somewhat apologize in advance, I suppose. But I don't know what else to do. I've been trying to stay calm, but I'm so thirsty. I don't know if you're going to survive this. I don't think you will. I don't think I can stop myself once I start. And if you don't, I'm sorry. You've always been precious to me. But I do want to give you a fair chance. I can hold on a little longer. Run. down, new blood. You're in the presence of an ancient strain. Wait. It's you. How? I didn't think I was capable of turning people anymore. It's something new bloods tend to do. I guess I had a little left in me. I can't believe you're alive. You're undead. I'm sorry. I killed you. My urges were too much. I wasn't strong enough. I'm so sorry. I wouldn't blame you if you want nothing to do with me or even came here to kill me. I think I can welcome death now if that is so. Otherwise, I'll leave. Don't grab my hand. Your hands are cold. You really don't need to forgive me. It's not usual for a new blood to be so calm. I would love to spend eternity with you. But I've just imprisoned you with the same fate I have. I've just made your life meaningless and endless. I know you don't feel it now. You probably feel a surge of life and energy and just so much, but you're gonna be hungry soon too. But give it a century and you'll know what I mean. And they creep up faster than you think. Do you understand that from this point on, you are not human? Not anymore. And we need to feed you now. Come with me. Alright. See there? A rabbit. About 56 milliliters of blood if drained cleanly. If you aren't delicate, you'll lose a good amount. Don't kill it on impact. Vampires don't just fly out shrieking. Stalk your prey. Study its movements, its body, the way it twitches, and how the ears check around for its sounds. We are speaking in frequencies too low for it to understand. Then get close. Close enough to calculate exactly how you're going to pounce. All the pieces should fall into place. It should be predictable. No distractions. Trust your instincts. And you idiot! When you're stalking low to the ground, you don't take your fucking sweet time to stand up and then run. If you need to be on all fours, you stay on all fours. Instinct. Wipe up your drool, we'll try again. How about this? We reverse the roles. I'll hunt you, and you'll learn that way. Alright? Go fuss about in the grass like a dumb animal. I'll be back. Did you hear or sense anything? You have yet to adapt to your new senses, which means I can still sneak up on you for now. But you are to be like a thief in the night. Nothing moves until seconds before the kill. Nothing. Alright, now try again. Spot something, and get it. Well, that was an improvement. Good work. Well, go on, enjoy the fruits of your labour. No, I don't want any. I'm still satisfied from you. Your thirst will only get stronger from here on out. You are still very connected with humans, so for now you can steer yourself away from wanting them and hunt animals, but eventually you will succumb to what's been rewritten into your DNA as we speak. Perhaps a century later, when your loved ones are gone, you will forget your patience and your morality. That's when everything changes. But you cannot, under any circumstances, see your family again. No, you run the risk of the Whitemore Society finding them. Because if they do, you won't save them without handing yourself over. And you know we can't do that. We can't let them have any of your DNA. They wouldn't give your family back anyways. They would just kill them. They'd associate people connected to vampires as infected. They have disgusting practices and beliefs. It's the way it has to be. But I hope you left your family on good terms. But I suppose you have me. Vampires don't typically congregate together, but we'll see how long we can tolerate each other for. I feel like you might need a short leash for a while anyways. You had a bit of a different introduction to vampirism than most. Anyhow, we shall stay at my place. No, we can't go back to your place. It's too late for that now. That's the problem with unplanned turnings. Well, the moment you walk back into your town, your bloodlust will be insatiable. We need to spend a great deal of time out here in the woods, working on your self-control before I let you on your merry way, lest you ravage the entire town. Oh, what I mean is that with humans, you won't crave them now, but once you're around them, well, you can forget about that. So come along now, let's go, out of sight, out of mind. You know, this is very odd for me as well. I've known you since you were just a wee little one, remember? Perhaps our little connection is the reason you turned from my bite. Perhaps we strangely had a sort of spiritual bond. Oh, I don't know. I'm talking out of my backside now. Oh, I'm going to feel like a wise old alley cat moseying around with a rambunctious kitten. Look now, I know you're going to enjoy getting on my nerves without being afraid. I can't even kick you off a cliff if I'm annoyed. You'll just crawl right back up. How dreadful. Ah, yes, you feel the rush of excitement. What interesting new abilities have I yet to discover? Is that what you're thinking? Well, please do cherish the feeling. It won't last. Although I must say, I suppose I do feel a small spark of my own. Ah, and there we are. The little cottage that I suppose acts as my home. Where we first properly met. I'm afraid I have nowhere for you to sleep during the day. I sleep in a coffin, but I'm not sharing with you. But you'll have to find a way to stay out of the sun, which will be coming up very soon. So I shall bid my farewell. Good day, kitten. Are you burning up out there? Oh. Gather your bearings and cover yourself up, kitten. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. For one day, you may join me, but do not test me. Get in. Oh, refrain from digging your elbow into my ribs, please. No, it doesn't hurt, but that doesn't make it any less irritating. Oh, stop squirming and settle down. Tonight we'll find you a more suitable way for you to sleep. Or finally fix up the cottage to make it sunproofed. You can help me with that. Just keep your hands and feet away from me. I've not been this close to someone in centuries. It's probably just lovely for you, isn't it? Oh, you wouldn't know it, would you? You know vampires don't actually sleep. Like, we're becoming unconscious. Dreaming and such things. No, they don't. So we're just going to lie here. Awkwardly. All day long, inches away from each other's faces. Exactly. That's why you're getting your own box to sleep in tomorrow. Oh, shut up. I can feel you're smiling. Just shut up and lay there in the agonizing silence with me. That's all there is to do. Oh. At least try to close your eyes and get lost in your thoughts. That's what I usually do. If you want, we can talk later. And, thank you for not being too cross with me. For killing you. You'll understand it yourself